How do you profit from the new iPhone 11 Pro, and how do you make some money off of this big entire hype that's going around with Apple right now? Now, if you don't know anything, guys, on the low end, this phone costs around $10.99. The high end is around like $14.49 with the 512 gigs, and on top of that, with tax included, is almost around like $1,500 plus here in New York, okay? But the main thing is this, guys. In this video, we're going to talk about 7 different ways to actually make some real money from the entire iPhone 11 Pro release without having to buy a single iPhone 11 Pro. So how do you make money without having to buy one? I'm going to show you in this video, so stick around to find out. On top of that, guys, if you guys don't know how expensive this phone is, well, think about this. Last year, you could have bought around 3 houses in Detroit with $1,500, okay? So, just to put it out there, you can buy 3 houses or get an iPhone 11 Pro. You know, I have an iPhone X, time to get the iPhone 11 Pro. Who needs property in the first place? So now, guys, if you guys don't know me, my name is Simon Bryson. I'm an accountant. I post videos every single day on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified when I post a new video. On top of that, hit the like button. It helps the channel grow a ton. So if you like the video, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And here's a question for you guys. When was the last time you changed your iPhone, okay, or your Android? When was the last time you changed your phone? For me, it's been almost 2 years, almost like a year and a half or so from the last time I actually like bought a new phone like out of my pocket. I get these phones for free all the time, by the way. So comment down below and let me know. And guys, before I get started to tell you exactly the 7 different ways to make money from the iPhone 11 Pro release, I just want to clarify one thing here. And here it is, guys. Whenever you want to understand something, you have to understand the market that you're actually getting into. So in this case, it's the entire smartphone market when it comes to Apple. And in this case, you want to understand 3 things. Well, basically, when do people buy? When do they sell? And also, when are they the most likely to not really care about prices, whether how much they sell it for or how much they buy for? And the answer is this. Usually, for the iPhone market, it's during release date. When people are releasing phones, when the Apple is releasing phone here, people don't really care how much they sell it for, how much they buy it for. They only care about the hype and getting this new premium phone in their hands, okay? That's all they care about. So that's your answer. And now let's get into 7 different ways to actually make some massive amounts of money from the entire iPhone 11 Pro release. Now, number 1, you might be surprised by this one, but it's actually by selling the products, well, overseas. Tell me, what do you mean? Well, if you buy products like a new iPhone here, like on the same day, and you ship it to someone in India or another third world country or wherever you want to ship it to, usually they don't care and they will pay you a premium, because if they bought it in their country, they will pay a ton more money because of all the tariffs out there. So for example, the profit you can actually make from this entire thing here is around between $500 all the way up to $1,000. Don't believe me? Here are eBay listings that are actually sold within the day because of the iPhone 11 Pro, and people are actually buying it for a very high premium just because they won't have access to it usually in their country. Now, here's the thing, guys. Tell me, how do I do this? Well, the answer is this. You go out there, you buy the iPhone 11 Pro, and you put it on eBay. By the way, you don't need to have it on hand. You can literally just sell it without having it. And then once you have it, you ship it ASAP overseas. That person gets it and you get the money from PayPal. But that way you actually know that the money is already in PayPal because you already made the sale on eBay before even buying it. But I always recommend 1000% you always buy through eBay, Facebook, but you always accept payments through PayPal. That way you're 1000% protected, because you might get a scam here and there, but if you ship it out, it doesn't matter, because if you included the tracking number and you did everything correctly, well, guess what? PayPal or eBay has to give you back all your money because that's their fault and not your fault, okay? Just to clarify. And I myself personally have gotten texts on Facebook from people asking me, Tommy, can you please buy me an iPhone and ship it to me in India, and don't worry, I'll pay you some money on top of it. But it's because usually in India here, I pay a much higher price because of all the tariffs and how much more expensive it is, okay? So again, number 1, you can make a ton of money by buying the entire like iPhone 11 Pro and shipping it overseas, and people over there pay a premium of like 2x, like twice the money, and guess what? You just made $1,000 by buying a new iPhone just like that. Now, number 2, the second way to actually make money from the iPhone Pro release is actually by doing the lines for people. And guess what? The profit for this is actually between $20 to $200, even more. So for example, have you ever noticed when you go somewhere, for example, an Apple release, you see people there waiting since last night? Well, those people that are waiting usually get paid money. It's called camping. They camp there, they get the money, well, they get the product, and then they get paid for doing the line for that person. Why? Because that person doesn't want to do the line and just wants the product ASAP and doesn't want to wait for shipping. So guess what? You solve a problem by you doing all those things you don't want to do, and then you get paid in return. Now, Tommy, how do I do this? You know, all you have to do is go on Google, or you can actually go to those lines themselves, and you'll see people there that do the entire process, and you tell them, hey, I want to do the line for next time, and then they'll hook you up, and they'll give you like a card. And by the way, I remember back in like 2017, I went to this entire like line to get some Nikes. You know, I used to buy a lot of sneakers, like I told you guys all the time. I went there to get some Nikes, and my friend Simon, well, he got around 17 pairs, and I only got around 0 pairs because I was too late. So what does this mean, guys? It means that Simon had 17 different people waiting on the line, and then he came in later with a Uber SUV, put all the sneakers inside while I was waiting there, and just left and paid those people like 20 bucks each. And guess what? He made a huge profit from the shoes, in this case an iPhone, and that way he made the profit, he solved the problem, and those people got paid. And that can be you here. By doing the lines or being Simon, you can be Simon, well, you can make a ton of money also. Now, number 3 is take advantage of the hype and the company deals out there and make some profit. Now, the profit is between, well, you know, around $150 all the way up to $1,000, depending on how you do it correctly. Well, Tommy, why? Well, the answer is this. Companies out there, they want you to join their services because they make money not from the phones, but from you being a subscriber there, like, you know, T-Mobile, Verizon, Sprint. And guess what happens? Here's how you do it, guys. You go to these companies and they tell you like, hey, you know, if you sign up and you open up a line, you get this new iPhone for free, and all you have to do is trade in like a phone, okay? And you trade in this phone, this crappy phone, and then you get the entire product, and then you take that product and you flip it to someone else, and you might tell me, Tommy, wait, but it's not paid off. Well, the answer is it doesn't matter as long as you're paying it off and you don't plan on canceling the plan, because if you do that, well, you screw that other person out their money, and you shouldn't do that at all. That's like super crazy, okay? Don't do it. But for me, guys, here's what I did. I would go into T-Mobile and I opened up 2 lines. The first time was for an iPhone XR, and I traded in an iPhone 6s that I bought for $100. I got the iPhone XR, and I opened up a line for my mom, and she saved like 20 bucks by doing this. Well, guess what happened? I sold that iPhone XR for $750, meaning that I made a profit of around $650 in literally less than 15 minutes. On top of that, I did the same thing with not an iPhone, a Galaxy S10, and I did the same exact thing, and I made a ton of money by doing it also. So again, you can take advantage of all these company deals, take the phone, sell to somebody else, make the profit, and keep the plan, because again, usually the more people you have in the plan, the cheaper the cost is. So get together with your friends and put them in the plan, and then you get the phones, you flip them, you sell them, you make the profit, and then boom, there you go. Now, number 4 is actually by selling accessories. Well, you might be surprised by this one, but this one is huge, because by the way, guys, whenever someone buys a new phone, well, you know, now they need a case, a screen protector, headphones, like all that fancy stuff that costs a lot of money at the Apple store, but they rather buy it from you at a cheaper price. So in reality, guess what? You can make between $0 if you do it wrong, or tens of thousands of dollars if you do it correctly. Now, the first thing is this, guys, right? How do I do this, Tommy? And the answer is this. You can either do drop shipping or you can buy wholesale. Doing drop shipping is kind of, you know, very competitive, but if you do wholesale, you can probably get the products before the iPhone comes out and make all the sales on your own website, and that way you make all the profit. Tell me, how do I do this? Well, the answer is this. When I did it, because I only talk about things I did, when I did it, well, I sold around 50 cases for the iPhone X, and I wasn't even doing it on purpose. It was for my dropshipping store, and I made some money by doing that. Now, I know another guy that he would go to conferences in Las Vegas for all these companies that were like, you know, iPhone affiliated, and they would get the entire like printouts and the entire thing for the cases before the iPhone actually came out. So the answer is you have to go to these conferences, these sell conferences, and get the prints of how the iPhone is actually going to come out, and then you order from them in bulk, you get those cases, you put it on your website, you advertise it, and then you make the sales like that. And that way, you're selling items before the iPhone comes out, and you have an edge against the competition, okay? So again, you can make a lot of money from accessories, and it's a ton of money to be made here, guys. Now, number 5 is take advantage of trade-in values that go up when new phones come out. Tommy, in English, please. Well, the answer is this. Whenever a new iPhone comes out, usually your old iPhone goes down in value in the entire market, but sometimes companies like Apple or T-Mobile or Sprint might still keep the value up or even higher just to get you to trade that in and then join their entire system or buy a new phone. So for example, here's how you do it. Whenever a new iPhone comes out, check the market, eBay, Facebook, Craigslist, and see how much you're selling for, and then check Apple trade-ins, T-Mobile trade-ins, Sprint, Verizon. Check all these places to see if you're actually going to get a higher price from these places, and then what you can do is this. Very simple. You buy from the market for a low price, and you trade it into Apple or T-Mobile and all these places, and you make a profit when you sell that phone back to someone that wants it, okay? So for example, guys, here it is. What I did is this, okay? When the new iPhone XR actually came out, well, I did something that people weren't really paying attention to, okay? I bought around a few iPhone 6s out there, and I went to the Apple store, and I traded them in for iPhone XRs because they had an entire promotion, like trade in an iPhone, and you got the XR for like $469, I think, plus tax. And I said, okay, I got the iPhone 6s for around $100. I got one, I think, for like around like 90-ish. And one for like 120-ish. By the way, guys, I did this, took the phones and flipped them again, brand new, for $750. Now you do the math. I bought it for $469 plus $100 is around like what, like $569. I made a little bit over $100 here and there. So again, you can make a lot of money by trading in phones while the market is hot. So again, you can literally make a ton of money just by trading in phones from one place to the next and then selling it to someone else. And that way, you make a ton of money. By the way, doing this, you can make between $100 to $400 if you do it correctly every single time you do a trade and every single time you sell the phone to someone else, okay? Again, there's money to be made everywhere. Opportunity everywhere. Now, number 6, before we get to number 7, which is the last one, so stick around to the end. Well, number 6 is actually by buying the last generation and then using the last generation to make a hefty profit between $100 to $300 to be exact, okay? Now tell me how and why. Well, why is this, okay? The why is whenever the new iPhone comes out, usually this one, the last generation, well, it goes down in value in the market, so you can buy it for a discount price. And here's how you do it. You go out there on Craigslist, Facebook, Mercari, OfferUp, all those places, you buy them for a discount, and then what should you do, okay? This is what I did. It's not fully ethical, but it is in my system, okay? I would buy the phone used, right? Maybe like for $500. By the way, I bought around, not like 500, no. I bought around like 5 to 6 iPhone X's. And I did this, right? I went on eBay. I bought a few iPhone X boxes. Yes, you can buy boxes for iPhones. I bought accessories from Facebook also for like $13. And I made the phone look brand new. And I sold it like new to people for $750 when I only bought them for $500. And then guess what? I made $250 every single time I sold the old generation, because everyone that was selling it to me for $500 were so worried about getting a new iPhone X Max. Now, the new iPhone 11 Pro is out, so you can do the exact same thing to make some money off of the old iPhone X Maxes out there, okay? You can buy it at a discount and then sell it for a profit between $100 to $300 every single time. If you want to sell it online, because I did person to person, if you want to sell it online, then you'll make like around like 100, maybe $50, $70, depending, but you can do more volume online because it's a bigger customer base, okay? So everything has its pros, everything has its cons, but it's all profit at the end of the day. Now, number 7 and the last one is actually, just keep the money. Don't buy an iPhone X. Put it in an investment account for like 20 years at a 7% rate, and you'll make almost $4,000 in 20 years. Now, it sounds pretty cool, and people say this all the time, opportunity cost, but in reality, the 6 other ways that I provided here actually make you concrete passive, not passive, it's active income, okay? You have to work for it, but it makes you real income just like this every single day if you want to hustle. So you can put the money away in an investment account, cool, or you can flip the money. You tell me what you want to do. Comment down below and let me know which one of these 7 ways you actually want to try. And by far, my favorite one is buying the last generation, flipping and flipping and flipping, getting that profit, buying more, making more profit, just because the market is undervalued when the new iPhone comes out, okay? And guys, before I go, I want to leave you with this final thought, okay? You always want to make sure your liabilities make you money. So if the iPhone X can't make you real hardcore money, don't buy it. Again, it's a liability. You want to stay away from liabilities unless they're actually making you money. And that's why I made this video. And guys, as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow a ton, and it helps this video get out there to the masses. On top of that, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified when I post a new video. Notification again is on fire. All you guys are commenting. Really appreciate that. And if you want to do me one-on-one, uno, just DM me on Instagram at Tommy Bryson. I'm always answering all my DMs. Ask anybody in the comments down below. And if you want to watch more videos, here's a video right here on how to flip phones on a daily basis and actually make some real profit every single day and turn it into a business. And if you want to click my face right here, subscribe, well, click the face and you're subscribed. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next video. Thanks for watching, and peace.